Hello everyone, I am your English teacher from Silverbell CBSE School. So, in English of class 7, today we are going to start our poem The Shed. So, do you know what is a shed? A cow shed, a tool shed, a wood shed. For example, it's a small room away from the main house. Here we are talking about for storing or keeping things, animals, tools, vehicles, etc. Ask your partner if she or he has ever seen a shed. Let her or him describe it to the class. Now, let me tell you a short summary of the poem. So, in this poem, there is a shed at the bottom of the poet's garden, and the poet wishes to visit it one day. There is a spider's web on the door of the shed, and its hinges are rusty and creak when the wind blows. The poet often thinks about it while lying in his bed on one side of the shed. There is a dusty window and three of its window panes are broken. The poet feels as if someone stares at him through the window, and whenever the poet visits the shed, he would like to find out who lives there. So the poet's brother informs him that a ghost lives inside the shed, and if the poet dares to enter the shed, the ghost would chop off his head. Despite these warnings, the poet wishes to visit the shed and peep inside. The poet believes that his brother tells him imaginative stories about the ghost as he wants to keep the shed for himself. The poet no longer feels anyone staring at him or hears any strange noises coming from the shed. The spider too is no longer there. Thus, very soon he would go inside the shed. Now look at stanza 1. Here I am reading it. There is a shed at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I'll open that door one day. So, the above lines have been taken from Frank Flynn's poem The Shed, and the poet in these lines is describing a shed that is at the bottom of his garden. So, at the bottom of the garden there is a shed. Hardly anybody goes inside the shed. Therefore, the hinges or the door joints have become rusty and make a lot of noise whenever the wind makes them move. When the poet is peacefully lying in the bed, he sometimes hears noises from the shed. The poet wishes to be able to open the door of the shed someday. Here you can see the picture of shed also. Now look at stanza 2. There is a dusty old window around at the side with three cracked panes of glass. I often think that someone's staring at me each time that I pass. I'll peep through that window one day. So, here the shed has dusty old window on its side. Three glass panes of the window are broken. Whenever the poet passes through the shed, he gets the feeling as if someone was staring at him. To find out, the poet wishes to peep inside the shed. Stanza 3. My brother says there is ghost in the shed who hides under the rotten floorboards, and if I ever dare to set foot inside, he'll jump out and chop off my head. But I will take a peek one day. So, the poet's brother talks about the presence of the ghost inside the shed and warns the poet that if he went inside the shed, the ghost would chop off his head. However, this does not much frighten the poet. He'll still wish to one day step inside the shed and see for himself. Now, look at the last and the fourth stanza. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shed for his den. There isn't anyone staring or making strange noises. And the spider has been gone from his web since I don't know when. I'll go into that shed one day soon, but not just yet. So, here the poet is able to overcome his fears. He is able to understand that there is no ghost inside the shed. He understands that there is actually nobody inside the shed who stares at him or makes those strange noises. The spider, too, is no longer there. His brother had been telling him lies because he wanted to retain the shed for his own self. Therefore, very soon the poet would be able to set in food inside the shed. However, he says that this can't happen immediately. So here we have completed our poem. Read and revise it once again. Thank you.